We are over 48 hours in fasted. In fact, we're almost at 49 hours fasted. And doing great. Day 3, starting off pretty good. I'm drinking coffee, which I do not recommend, but I did introduce my salts. So I want to go over that a little bit as my first thing, and then I'm going to show a little bit of the results. So this is all good stuff today. Today's like an awesome day. I'm really happy. First thing is the salts. So why do I use the potassium and sodium when I mix it with my water? And the ratios I put up yesterday, those are actually sort of mild ratios. It's what works for me. It's what keeps me from feeling totally like garbage and able to still work out. But because I work out and I do martial arts, I sweat a lot, and so I do need to stay hydrated as well. I make sure that the salts aren't cranked up too much. So I do the half teaspoon per 1 liter of water, the 1 teaspoon per 1 liter of water and the half teaspoon of potassium. But why do I need those? Because at the bottom of that pyramid is magnesium, and you need to keep magnesium in your body, and your body stores a lot of it, plenty of it, more than you would probably need for a 7-day fast. But you're going to lose it all, you're going to pee it all out unless you have potassium. I'm taking the potassium to hold on to the magnesium. Now, if you don't have sodium, you get rid of the potassium and then the magnesium. So it all starts with the sodium. So that's why I add the salts. And because if I just pour down regular water all day, then I'm going to lose my electrolytes. I'm going to feel like garbage, and it's going to be a really bad experience to try to go 7 days without food without those salts. So that was the electrolytes that I wanted to talk about, and that's the addition of what I have in my system. The results are in, and before I took my shower, I did my ketone test. So I'm going to put that up on the screen right now, right here. And my wife's like, why'd you use the wood background and all that? I'm like, well, I needed a lot of real estate on the sides to like put up pictures of what I'm doing. So this is the ketone test. Now you'll see I have 2 different tests. The thin line and the top one is the brand new one I just bought. I bought 200 of them off of Amazon for $10, so it was pretty cheap. But I wanted to know, did my old ones still work? My old ones have an expiration date of like May of 2020, so we're talking almost 4 years expired. And you can see the color's still almost exactly the same. The old strips still work. So if you have some old ketone strips sitting around the house, even though they have an expiration date, they still work. So I'm just going to keep using the old ones up until they're gone. Maybe have like 10 left of those. I am going to recant something I said yesterday, and that's only because I did a little bit more homework on the fasts that go past 7 days, and there is a little bit of a diminished return from that. So, and I do know that there's certain things I can't do after 7 days of fasting. I can't really push myself very much. I can't go and lift a lot of heavy stuff. My energy levels start to go down. I don't feel bad, but I don't have a high energy expenditure availability. So I'm going to go back to saying that it's going to be every Thursday. So this started on Thursday. Today's Saturday. So this upcoming Thursday, I will prepare a big old meal. I'm going to eat as much as I can, but it's going to be clean foods. It's going to be meat, vegetables, maybe a protein drink, but really meat, vegetables, maybe a bunch of eggs. That's what I want. I want clean, good foods to replenish my body. If I can, try to find one of those salad mixes and just scarf down a whole bunch of salads so I can get some potassium in me and some good, clean, fibrous foods. Broccoli is going to be another one I add in there. I would love it if my wife would make some air-fried Brussels sprouts. I love those things. But anyway, just tons of meat, steak, bacon. I'll show you what I make. Those are all the kind of different things that I would eat for my weekly refeed. If you only eat once a week, you're going to lose a ton of weight. But again, it takes a lot of willpower, and it's not something you can just jump into right now. If you haven't even done a 24-hour fast before, don't even bother trying to jump into it. So that is the ketone test. Now, here's the big one, and I'm going to put the video up right over here, and I'll just cut to the video. I'll show you the video. I want to show you what my weight is. Alright, let's see where we're at. explain to you why in the video. So yeah, 207 point something, I think it's 207.4, but the weight's down here. It's almost 7 pounds, like we're 0.2 shy of 7 pounds lost since Thursday morning. That's fantastic. Like that's just awesome. And you can't tell me that's all water weight. And that's not all food. I've never eaten 7 pounds of food in my entire life. And my thought was, when I weighed in this morning, I was going to try to explain why I didn't lose as much. Because day one, I didn't add the salts. I just drank water. And I had some coffee that day too. So, I mean, I wasn't doing myself any favors. But yesterday, on day 2, I knew I had to add the salts. So I started having my salts yesterday. I did a half dose of my salts the first liter I drank, and then in the second liter I drank, which I didn't even finish yesterday, I did the full dose. So what I was thinking is that, okay, well, my body's gonna uptake a little bit extra hydration, a little bit more water. I'm not gonna see as big of a jump. But that didn't happen. 2.6 pounds still came off yesterday. The other thing, and I'm gonna put a link in the description to this video that Dr. Fung did on intermittent fasting. And it really describes the benefits of why fasting works and diets don't. Calorie restriction is terrible, it doesn't work, and we've known this stuff for over 100 years, but we don't practice it. And then people say it's too hard, who's going to ever fast? And then he makes the example about, well, every religion, since, I mean, they all do fasting. So it's just something human beings have done for a very long time. But the science is just now getting to the point where it's not taboo and people will talk about it. So I don't want this video to be too long, but it was a good, successful day. We're showing color on the ketone strips. The scale is down. Man, feeling good. I will see you on day 4. Take care, everybody.